Texas is one of those states that has a ton to offer. Now first up, well, I'm a Minnesota girl. I'm used to being up in the freezing cold in winter, and when someone offers up a hunt to Texas, well, I usually will not turn it down. Now, not only is it usually pretty nice and a lot warmer than Minnesota, but there's a wide variety of game. Now, over the years, I've spent a lot of time in different areas of Texas. One of my favorite things to go after, it has to be hogs. They have an extremely huge hog population. And the other thing is, well, when you have that many hogs, it's not all that tough to find a place to be able to go hog hunting, and people really are excited that you're willing to come in, take out those hogs, and they taste absolutely delicious. So not only are hogs fun, but they really have great deer hunting as well. And I've hunted a wide variety of different places, and in fact, when I was here last year, well, I was sitting out on a nice big field, and a lot of people don't think that in Texas they have food plots. They do, and I was sitting on one. We were waiting, and all of a sudden, a big old hog came running right by. And I enjoy that too, because you may be hunting for one species, and another comes flying out, and if I hadn't shot that hog, well, I'm pretty sure the rancher would be pretty upset. So there was no choice in the matter, and I was happy to help out. Took a beautiful, nice hog, and then went back to deer hunting, and finally, after quite some time, well, I got a beautiful old buck. But the thing is, you're always going to be seeing deer come through. The sits are really exciting, and well, Texas, it can get kind of chilly too when you come in January, because it's not always as warm and sunshine as you would think. However, it's still a whole lot better than Minnesota. So with several great hunts under my belt in Texas, well, I decided this year I'm going to be putting in my time, and I really was excited. I had a couple of different places to hunt, and I was going to be trying it several different ways. Now in Texas, the rut usually picks up right before Christmas, right during that time, and it's an excellent time to rattle. So we were going to try rattling, we were going to try spot and stock, we were going to try sitting in blinds, in built-up blinds, all sorts of different options, and see what would work out.
Gear Rundown is brought to you by Peak Antifreeze. Right with your car and wallet. Peak Run True.
When it comes to hunting boots, well, I'm a girl, so who can have enough shoes? Probably nobody. But the two things that I never want to leave home without are a pair of leather boots and a pair of rubber boots. There are a lot of different instances that you may need one or the other. For example, when I'm out whitetail hunting, I always am wearing rubber boots. Now, no, you're not necessarily going to need them going through water, but rubber is naturally scent-free. So by using them, you're really eliminating any scent going to and from your tree stands. It's a really important thing that I believe in, and these are 1,000 grams of Insulate. They're the Swamp Tracker boots by Field & Stream, and they're not very heavy for being 1,000 grams. They're a women's boot, just a great overall rubber boot, and most importantly, they're comfortable. And that is huge when it comes to rubber boots. Now this leather boot is the Game Trail by Field & Stream. This is a women's boot. It's extremely comfortable. Now this is something I wear on hunts where I'm putting in a lot of miles. Like out west elk hunting, you have the ankle support to keep you comfortable, and you're going to be able to cover terrain quickly. They've got 800 grams of Insulate, so it keeps my feet warm, but again, they're extremely light. And that's something that's important. I want something that's light, that's breathable, and that's going to be comfortable in the field. Let's face it, if your feet aren't happy, well, you're not going to be having a very enjoyable hunt. So everyone has a wide variety of boots they like, but for me, those two basically cover it all. Kind of like having about 100 pairs of shoes along, but if I had to pick two, that would be it. One of the things that made this Texas hunt a little bit different is the fact that I decided to use a slug gun. Now, I've gone to a lot of different locations and used slugs when rifles are completely legal, but I really do like slug hunting, and one of the reasons I like it is because of the incredible knockdown power. Now, we were going to be going out, and I didn't expect to have 200, 300, 400-yard shots. I like to get up close to deer. Most of my shots, I'd say in general, are between 80 and 100 yards. If you can put in your time stalking, there's no need for making those extremely long shots. So I was hoping that would be the exact case here in Texas. When it comes to late season hunting, well, there's not many places that I can think of a better location to go than to Texas. And one of the reasons I enjoy hunting here so much is the fact that there's so much to offer. First, well, you usually have a lot milder weather. Now, it may not be nice, sunny, and sunshine and 80 degrees, but it's going to be a lot warmer than where I come from in Minnesota. The other thing, it is a target-rich environment. You have hogs, you have deer, you have a plentiful supply to go after when you're out hunting. Now, one of the reasons I really like using the slug gun down in Texas is the fact that a lot of these shots are up close. You really get the knockdown power of a slug, and a lot of my hunting is out of ground blinds. These bucks are rutting, they're coming through. We've got a lot of action so far. It's been just an awesome hunt. It's freezing back in Minnesota. Not real warm here, but it's not bad. Now, what I think we're gonna do, we're doing some sitting in the blind. We're gonna keep going with this. We might try to do some rattling as well, but that's gonna be the plan, just kind of a mixed bag of hunting, and we'll see what works. Buck come through. He had super long tines. Now, he was just outside of range and he was constantly moving. Right now the rut is really ramped up. We're a little bit after Christmas and these bucks are going crazy, and that's really when the rut kicks in down here in Texas. And it's pretty fun because you can hunt the rut in the Midwest and then come down here and get a little bit more of that action. So really nice setup. That buck was just cruising along, just beautiful. Nice long tines, and if he hangs around, well, I might be passing on a few bucks trying to wait that buck out, because really, really nice, and hopefully we can get him to come in close. All we probably need is a hot doe, and I think he'll be right here.
This segment was brought to you by U.S. Sportsman's Alliance. Our heritage, our fight, protecting hunting from coast to coast.
Did you know that in 2005, the USSA and its partners stopped an animal cruelty bill that would have outlawed hunting in Texas? This is a state that ranks second nationwide in number of sportsmen and women, with 2.71 million hunters and anglers who spend $4.1 billion annually and support over 65,000 jobs. Bottom line, don't mess with Texas. Just another fun fact showing how sportsmen and women are helping make a difference.
Winchester Deadly Passion is presented by Cuddy Back Digital, Hard-Hitting Easton Arrows, Hunter's Safety System, Winchester Repeating Arms, Swarovski Optic, Scent Killer Gold with Hunt Dry technology. Apply it, dry it, and go hunt. Rage Broadheads, leading the evolution in lethal technology. U.S. Sportsman's Alliance, protecting hunting from coast to coast. And Golden Triangle Whitetail, your hunt of a lifetime awaits.
I'm out here in Texas and we've had a ton of bucks coming through already today. Now the good thing is they haven't been that far out, and I've got my slug gun here. But the problem is I saw that one really nice buck earlier in the day, so I think what we're going to do is we're going to try to just keep hunting this location. Maybe we can make it count, but this area is full of really nice deer. I may end up going home empty-handed, but sometimes that's what you got to do to try to get the big buck. Well, we've put in a lot of time on this property in blinds, but we haven't had any luck. So we're actually going to move to another location. And Marty Reyna, well, he's going to come with me. We're going to try to hit this property, see how it goes. They've got a lot of deer moving around. And right now, because they're rutting, he said it is literally on fire over there. So I'm going to go meet up with him. We're going to sit in some bigger box blinds that are up elevated off the ground. No more ground blind hunting, probably no more rattling, but we'll give it a try.
Well, we're down here in Yancey, Texas. It's about an hour south of San Antonio. You get the feel of South Texas, plus you get the feel of other places with the big tall oaks, and we have a river bottom, so when the acorns hit the ground, you really get the deer movement that you'd like to see. Other than some places, you really don't have any acorns, so the deer don't really tend to come to your property. So it's a plus having the big oak trees and the river bottoms.
And not only do they have great hunting, they also have incredible fishing. And there's no way I wanted to pass that up. We hunt normally in the mornings and the evenings, and midday, well, that was wide open to fishing. And you can't keep a Minnesota girl from going in and getting a little fishing, especially when the bass are this big.
Here, I mean, we don't run a lot of hunts or anything like that, but whoever comes out can really enjoy it. We have a 40-acre lake along with other smaller lakes that are just stocked full of bass, crappie, perch. We have some catfish. Midday when you're not hunting, if it's a nice day, you know, you can go fishing, you can really enjoy yourself. And if it's during the right time of year, we also have a lot of duck blinds in a really good area. I mean, the birds really fly here. We have quail and dove also. I mean, we're pretty much right in the heart of where all the dove fly. So, you know, midday you can, between fishing, shooting birds, shooting deer, I mean, we have it all here. So, I mean, we offer a wide variety of fun things to do, so you won't just be sitting on your butt all the time. So, it's pretty fun.
First evening out, while we were sitting there watching, and we spotted a nice buck right down from us. Perfect shooter. I got all locked in, ready, squeezed the trigger, and I have no idea what happened. I think I hit a branch, but regardless of what happened, the deer was not hit, I had missed, and I was thinking, you've got to be kidding me. It could have all worked out right away on this trip, and I blew it. And that does happen. Now, it really was hard to tell. I looked back at the footage, I just wasn't sure if I had hit a branch. I was completely steady, so I found it hard to believe that I could have missed the deer, but I do get pretty excited when it comes to deer hunting, so pretty much anything's possible. There's no question. I reviewed the footage, and no such luck. This one is gonna get away on me, unfortunately. And you know what? With time, maybe I can make up for it. We're in a great location. We've seen a lot of nice bucks here. I don't know if I'll see another buck as big as that one, but that's part of it. And anyone who says they have never missed, well, they haven't shot enough. And apparently now I've got one more miss, so that's awesome.
Tip of the Week is brought to you by Field & Stream. Trusted brands, timeless traditions.
Anything that you wear into the whitetail woods, whether it's wore for hunting or for scouting, should really be thoroughly washed in Scent Killer Gold laundry detergent. You want to have your clothing as scent-free as possible. We recommend that you wash a load of your everyday laundry in the washer with Scent Killer Gold laundry detergent before washing your hunting clothes. It works great for everyday clothing as well, and this will help remove any perfume odors left behind from your commercial detergent that you normally use. Once you remove your everyday clothes, it's time to wash your hunting clothes. Wash everything that you'll be wearing, even the clothes that you'll be changing out of in the field. This way you won't be adding scent to your freshly showered body. And when you put on these traveling clothes, always be sure to follow the clothing manufacturer care instructions. After washing, it's recommended whenever possible to hang dry your clothes outdoors. Sometimes this isn't an option, and in such cases, we recommend using your home dryer. However, your dryer should be conditioned as well before using it to dry your hunting clothes. First, you want to clean the lint trap of all the lint. Next, dry a load of everyday clothes that have been washed in Scent Killer Gold laundry detergent. This will get the dryer ready for your hunting clothes. After removing the load, clean the lint trap one final time. The dryer is now all ready for your hunting clothes. Once your clothes are fully dry, store them in a scent-free container until you're ready for the hunt, and you'll be all ready to go.
Winchester Deadly Passion is presented by Winchester, the American legend. Matthews, catch us if you can. Field and Stream, where traditions begin. ScoutLookWeather.com. Download the free Deer Log app for your smartphone. Moose Utility Division, demand the brand. Bog Pod, versatility defined. M&P by Smith & Wesson. And Peak Antifreeze, right with your car and wallet. Peak, run true. Closed captioning is brought to you by the 4-in-1 Woodsman from Zippo Outdoor.
Our friends and partners at Moose Utility Division have long been known for making the finest ATV and UTV products on the planet. And they're happy to offer you the opportunity to win some awesome gear of your own, like this extremely useful winch. Please visit and like the Moose Utility Facebook page to see what contest is currently running and enter to win. Good luck! Contest winners will be selected the last week of December. One of the things that's really enjoyable about hunting Texas is how seriously they take their management. Down here, they have biologists coming through. They are really in tune with what they have for a deer population and doing everything that they can possibly do to keep that in check and make the best of it.
I mean, we have all kinds. I mean, we've shot 150-inch deer that are really pencil horn that look like they come from West Texas or the hill country mostly, and then we have really heavy deer. I mean, we have a variety from 8s to 12s to, I mean, we've shot a 17 point this year and he was really heavy, and we've shot a 12 point this year that was super pencil horn. So, I mean, there's really not a one typical type of deer that you're gonna run into. You see it all here.
It's not every day you get to go after whitetails this late in the season, and that's part of why I really like hunting in Texas, is the fact that it is January, it is late season, and we are still hunting whitetails, and whitetails that seem to still be running. Now this guy was rutting, and he was coming right at our blind. It was chaos in the blind. I was moving from window to window, trying to get set up, trying to get on this buck, and he was not making it easy. Not because he wasn't right there, but because he wouldn't stop. One window to the next, I could barely keep up with him. Finally, after switching, I think 3 different windows, I got him to stop by probably making noise in the blind. He froze, I got my gun set up, made a shot, and I got to watch him drop right in the field. That was crazy. This buck was literally coming right at the blind, just going all over the place. I think I ended up switching 3 different windows. Just a beautiful dark rack buck. Well, it sure makes it nice we can see him from right here. What a beautiful buck. That is awesome. You said he had good mass coming in, but I didn't realize how good a mass he had. Just beautiful. And the crazy thing is, I don't know if I've ever seen ice on a Texas buck's rack.
That's a first.
It is freezing down here right now. We've had some kind of tough conditions hunting today. Cold weather yesterday, stormy, nasty. And I'll tell you what, it got these bucks moving. This big boy came in just flying through. And you know what? It was the perfect opportunity. I'm out here hunting with a slug gun. It's what I grew up with. It's what I'm used to. And you know what? In this type of situation, it's exactly what you need. We had this deer running all over the place. We ended up getting him stopped, made a great shot, didn't hardly go far from the blind at all, and just worked out great. The slug did the trick right through the shoulder, and he did not go far at all. Now I apologize for bringing the Minnesota cold weather here this time, but
It worked in our favor.
it did work in our favor. We got this beautiful deer, and what a nice buck. And what a great opportunity to come to Texas on a late season hunt, catch some big bass, and just have an all-around great trip. It all worked out, and now I've got plenty of venison for the freezer.